What in the humiliation ritual was this? Oh, I felt bad. I cringed at the end. I did. I can't help it. I felt bad. I cringed. Yikes. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is TammyTalks. Love Island USA, Season 6, Episode 18. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We are now less than 100 subscribers away from 25,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you've been rocking with me, episode 18, it's really like 15 recaps based on the After Suns or whatever. So if you've been here for a while, a very free, easy way to support the channel is to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up the video, and then leave your comments down below. Let's talk. I feel like this episode was a bunch of flash conversations, right? So I took notes on the ones I felt was important. If I missed any, you guys go ahead and put those down in the comment section, okay? So Miguel and Leah. So Miguel said that he did not expect to make friends here. He came on this show for fame and for money. He didn't come for friends. So he tells Leah that he's happy that she picked him because she's vibey. And now, let's be real, Miguel. You're happy that Leah picked you because you know that Leah's ass has been in the top every single vote. That's why. But they're excited to sleep in bed together. They end up kissing. Leah said that the situation with Connor was just too serious, too fast, which scared her. Leah says she's here for a good time, not a long time, okay? We then have Jana and Kenny. So a lot of you guys pointed out in last week. In the last recap that Kenny kind of made a face when Janae picked him. I'll say this. I don't know. I think Kenny, I don't know if he likes her. Okay, right? I think Kenny, we know that he's a Trumper. Okay? But I think that Kenny just wants to be like that cool, suave, aloof guy in the villa. And I think it's translating on camera to him not liking her. It's awkward. I feel like their conversations have been awkward, though. I think Kenny might have just been on some she ain't kissing, so he kind of wants to pull back. Maybe Kenny's just more excited for Casso more. I don't know. She asked him what his body count is. He said it's like 40-something. He said that in high school he had one girlfriend, and then in college he was like a puppy let loose out the cage, and he was sticking and moving, which a lot of people do in college. Their conversations are just kind of odd. They're odd, but not as awkward as Rob and Cassidy. This here. So they're sitting out on the dock, and she said that she's cold. He offers his musty overalls to her. I said, oh. I hope he don't take that shit to Casa. Don't you take them damn overalls to Casa more. So they're talking about skydiving, and I guess Rob might be a thrill seeker, but he said that he went skydiving and he went by himself. So there's a 6-week course where you can end up going out and jumping independently without being attached to somebody. And he said that a lot of people just don't want to take the course. And I mean, it's dangerous. It is dangerous to skydive by yourself. So they talk about that. Cassidy said that she would skydive. She would not bungee jump because they both feel that bungee jumping is more dangerous. I mean, they both seem awfully dangerous to me, personally, but I wouldn't do either one of them. No, honestly, I feel like I would be more apt to skydive than the bungee jump. Because at least if I skydive, I'm with an experienced person. They gonna have their little parachute on. That's not part of my ministry, though. So I would never do either one. But if I had to pick, it would be skydiving. It's awkward. There are awkward pauses. Rob's personality is weird, right? It's weird. And I don't think that Rob really likes her. I think that Rob likes the girls that kind of, I don't know. I don't know. So he then said that the boys planned a trip. Him, Aaron, and Connor planned a January 6th trip to Vietnam. And he was like, "You want to come?" I don't get his sense of humor. I don't get his personality. Y'all do. Y'all love him. I had a Rob super fan in the comments that just couldn't take life. Would just be so up and down the comment section anytime somebody didn't like Rob. So his personality is for some people. It's just not for me. We get Kendall and Nicole. So Nicole is happy with Kendall because she didn't know if Miguel's intentions were genuine. I think eventually the ladies are going to all clock Miguel because he is moving to the ladies. Miguel has been in 3 different couples already. So Miguel is moving very quickly through the ladies. But she said that she started to gravitate towards Kendall a lot more. And Kendall was like, I could feel it. I could feel it. Kendall, stop it. She has no regrets. She's comfortable with Kendall. She thinks Kendall gives her a sense of comfort, a sense of security that she was not getting with Miguel, who anytime a lady would walk by, his head would turn and his tail would wag, right? So Nigel and Olivia, this irritated me. Everything about this conversation irritated me. So they sent Connor home, right? Connor has been with them for days at this point. Y'all know these people are forming extremely intense bonds because they are with each other 24/7, right? Now, I don't agree with all this crying as if they're being led out to slaughter. But if people are upset, if they feel a way about a friend leaving, fine. So he goes up to Olivia and tells her that he feels like she is regretting her decision. I said, well, she probably is, Nigel. She don't like black men. But you didn't know that because you like to play in the snow, okay? So you wouldn't have known that. But you should have clocked that because aren't the bombshells like watching the show with us? That's how they know what's going on in the villa? You should have clocked. She don't like black men. But okay. So Olivia said that she just sent one of her friends home and it wasn't easy. So I feel away. A lot of these people don't want to send somebody home, but especially when it's somebody that, you've been in the villa with for a while. So Nigel is like, well, your body language is giving you regret the decision. Your body language is giving that you getting on everybody's nerves, Nigel. Why would you pick right now to have this conversation? I guess I don't understand what Nigel expected. Did he think Olivia was going to run up to him and jump in his arms? I don't understand it. I don't get it. So he told her, he was like, because you made the decision and then you just turned away from me crying. She's telling you why. So Olivia is like, well, I own my shit. If I had a regret, I will let you know. I like to say it how a TI is. I'll say this. People that say that about a lot of stuff use that as a mask to be an asshole, right? Because you can own your stuff and you can stand 10 toes down on things and you can be very direct and assertive without being an ass about it. Olivia comes across as an ass majority of the time. She does. So I don't get what he's complaining about because he starts the conversation all over again. So he starts the conversation all over and it's like, yeah, I just feel like you're regretting your decision. And I was like, are we in the Twilight Zone? Didn't she just tell you that she didn't? He then goes on to say, I don't think I'm explaining this the best. No, you aren't. I feel more of a way if Olivia was feeling kind of like that, but she wasn't. I feel like if Olivia and Connor had, been with each other and coupled at some point, then sure, feel away then. But it's not like she was 50-50 on y'all at all. She had no intention on picking Connor. So she starts to walk away And he turns into where my hug at type nigga. And I'm like, sir, read the room, Nigel. And I knew in that moment Nigel wouldn't last through the end of the episode. I said, that's it for you, Nige. So she tells him that she's not affectionate. And then she goes on to complain to Nicole and Kaylor. And they're all like, oh my God, well, why is he acting like that? Oh my God, oh my God. And now everybody has the ick. I will say, though, Rob was playing table tennis with, I forgot who. It might have been Aaron. And he even said something to Olivia like, if you'd have had this conversation, this personality coming in, things would have been different. Rob is seeing that Olivia is well liked by the ladies, and Rob is seeing, like, these people are clocking who's been in the bottom and who's been in the top. They're not dumb. So for Rob to all of a sudden be smitten by Olivia is cap. It's bullshit. But all right. So Nitro goes and talks to Cordell. And Cordell is like, look, she just sent somebody home. That's not easy. He was like, she just don't move the way that you move. And that's okay. She needs a little bit of space. She needs a little bit of time. Like, basically, Cordell was like, nigga, relax. Relax. You getting all swollen in the chest. Cordell is one of the most emotionally mature people in the house. Like, y'all are going to this 21-year-old kid and he's giving y'all this advice. Nigel, this is something that you should have just known. But I guess. So the next morning, we have Olivia and Nigel. He apologizes. He tells her, look, I now realize I was being selfish. I'm sorry. Okay, I was just in my feels last night. My bad. Olivia tells him, I appreciate somebody that can own up to their shit. But we know she still don't like that man, so it doesn't matter. We get another awkward conversation with Rob and Cassidy. So he tells her, you remind me of a bee. How you just bounce around. I said, bees bounce or do they fly? So he tells her she reminds him of a bee because she's always moving and bouncing around. She then said that his personality is growing on her. She was in his confessional basically saying, this man is weird AF, but he's cute, so I'm going to try to give him a try. I'm trying to see what everybody else likes about him. Then they kind of like just stare at each other. She knew it was awkward. So she gets up and walks away, but not before banging her bottle on her knee. And he laughed like it was hilarious. And I'm like, I don't know why that was. Okay, all right, sure, whatever. So we then get Aaron and Kaylor. They have a really, it was so many awkward conversations tonight. Aaron and Kaylor have this conversation where basically he wants to tell her that he loves her, but he's scared to say the word. And he's not good at talking about his feelings, but he is good at expressing his feelings because, and we know Aaron, he said because they all just come out. Because God forbid Rob be in the bottom, Aaron be about to lose his shit. So he then tells her that he could see himself falling into the L word with her. And I'm like, but I don't think they officially closed it off, but they have this conversation that I'm not going to talk to anybody else. I'm not going to kiss anybody else, but they don't say that they're officially closed, which I think is interesting because they've basically been closed. They haven't even tried to get to know anybody else. So I hope they don't win because I don't like Aaron. We then get Rob and Aaron. So Rob tells him that he still has Andrea on his mind. And I'm like, do you? Okay. But he feels himself gravitating towards Liv and wants to talk to her more. Aaron kind of gets upset about this. Yo, what is going on here? Have y'all noticed that anytime Rob says that he is like thinking about talking to another girl or maybe wanting to gravitate towards another woman, Aaron always has like, Aaron always tells him that's a bad idea or don't do it. What do y'all think that is about? Do y'all think it's more so, okay, let's put it this way. I think that Aaron knows that Rob is more of a fan favorite than him. Do y'all think this is Aaron like subconsciously trying to sabotage Rob? Because it's weird. Anytime Rob says that he wants to go talk to another lady that's in the house, Aaron is always like, that's a bad idea. Oh my God. Like, it's like Aaron like cringes with it. I don't quite understand it. While the girls are getting dressed for the evening, Serena lets the girls know that she likes Cordell more than she shows, but she has problems showing men that she likes them. No, you like Cordell now because nobody is checking for you, Serena. Nobody comes in that house and checks for Serena. Castle Moore will be the real test for her, but I don't think Serena really likes Cordell. I think Cordell is still just a placeholder for her. So we get to the backyard boogie. Rob pulls Olivia, and they're like in the house talking. Rob tells her that, he's a nice guy, but he doesn't want to be too nice because when you're too nice, then, you let people down the moment that you stop being nice. Rob, you are not that dude that you think you are. I'm sorry, but you're not. You're not. So he then tells her, Olivia, that he wants to get to know her. Said that he's secretly been liking her and he just, didn't know how to approach it. She was like, well, I was going to pick you to recouple, but Cassidy picked you first. Okay. Nicole gets a text, get y'all asses over to the fire pit. Let's send somebody home. So they let them know America's been voting. And again, it's always just America. Yeah, America's been voting. But y'all know that. Y'all know that we watch the show. And y'all know that even though we vote, it doesn't mean anything in regards to this show. So the safe couples are Leah and Miguel, Jana and Kenny, Kaylor and Aaron, Serena and Cordell, Nicole and Kendall. Standard. All the original people are safe, right? So the couples at risk are Liv and Nigel, Rob, and Cassidy. They then are told that 2 people are going home. Not a couple, but 2 people. And this is where production saved in to save somebody's ass. This is also why I do not vote for the show, because production is going to manipulate how they want this to play out anyways. Because we have yet to see an actual couple go home. They keep manipulating everything so that it comes across. They keep manipulating everything so that it comes across as what is this? I'm sorry, y'all. So that it comes across as just one person going home. So they have the 4 of them that are at risk to go home standing up. And then they tell everybody, we're going to have y'all go stand behind everybody one by one who you want to vote for. Which we kind of knew was going to happen. I don't know why anybody was shocked about this. That truly solidified who was going home. But just for shits and giggles, let's say it. So Liv has Serena, Janae, Kaylor, Nicole, and Leah all stand behind her, which we knew was going to happen. Rob has Cordell, Aaron, Kendall, and Miguel, which we knew was going to happen. Cassidy had nobody, and Nigel had Kenny. Now, Cassidy and Nigel are dumped from the island, which we knew would happen. I will say this. After the conversation that Cassidy and Leah had, I did think that Leah was going to go stand behind Cassidy. Even though Liv was going to be safe, y'all just had this conversation about how you're the best girl in here and y'all rocking and rolling for each other. I thought that was odd. I did. I thought it was sad. Like, I don't think Cassidy expected a bunch of people to stand behind her, but for none of the girls to. But I mean, you also just got here. This was just a stupid vote. I would like one vote from America where we actually, the people that are voting, actually send somebody home. Let's actually send a couple home. Because if you're gonna keep sending people home individually, why are we voting for couples? Why aren't we voting individually for people? You know what I mean? If y'all are gonna keep saying, okay, these couples are in the bottom, but we're not going to send a couple home, we're going to send individuals home, what is the point in having us vote for best couple. Just have us vote for best person. So Olivia is packing, and all the girls are just staring at her. And she's like, this was so embarrassing. Janae was like, really? Janae, if you were standing up there and not one person stood behind you to vote, wouldn't that be embarrassing for you too? So Cassidy was like, y'all don't have to watch me pack. And they're like, no, it's fine. And she's like, no, I honestly would rather do this alone. Hell, y'all didn't stand behind me. Don't watch me pack. So she gets something out the bathroom. And then she comes back and she's like, Leah, can we talk? So she goes outside with Leah and she just lets her know, like, damn, I thought, I didn't have anybody have my back. Like, nobody voted for me. I thought for sure, at least, you would stand behind me. And Leah is like, I have on Olivia's clothes right now. Like, I'm close to her, even though we fight and all this other type of stuff. Like, we still make up. We're still cool. And that was it. That was it. I don't know. The episode was okay. Nothing like super major happened. Like I said, I have issues with the way that the voting is going. If you're going to have America vote, let the votes truly reflect what we want to see, not what production wants to have happen. But let me know what you guys thought about last night's episode. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video. Casa Amor starts tonight, so hopefully we shake some shit up. You know what I mean? Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.